So I've been exploring worlds in VR chat for probably since late last year when I started. And you hear a lot of stories and see a lot of things. Well, one of the many things that I have heard about is the legendary Exterminatus animation, which is related to Warhammer 40K. And as you can see right now, I'm in the VRC Warhammer Hub for the Warhammer community, which has a bunch of neat statues and other things sitting around, and probably avatars too. I haven't fully explored this place yet, but that's not what we're here for. Whoop. So I have been told about this animation without having experienced myself for quite a long time. I've been shown videos and all sorts of things. And I got a chance to experience it for the first time in VR chat like a weekend ago. And then the person who had the avatar also showed me in a few different locations as well. So I'll go over those as I show them. But basically, it's a animation, a really over-the-top animation that's on a 2.0 VR chat avatar, and it's like on one of the... I'm not as quite well informed as I would like to be about Warhammer, but I think it's on one of like the guys from the High Order, like the huge tanky guys with all the stuff on them and everything. I think there might be a statue of it back there somewhere. But anyways, it's an extremely over-the-top animation of a planet-killing thing that they execute, I guess, as a last resort on planets that aren't salvageable to the High Order, I guess. But I was able to witness this in a few maps a week ago, and it's just amazing to be inside VR to witness. You can't. It's not the same experience to see it in just a video. It's really amazing to see in VR. So I'm gonna post some of the footage and talk about it a little bit as we go along. So let's go. Also, before I go, I'd like to mention also that the animation, the avatar, was made by Turbo Virgin. Before I forget, who apparently has made like done a lot of astounding work on the VR chat avatars in general. So look them up if you're interested in the Exterminatus animation and the Warhammer 40K avatar that it's on, and probably more by that person. So now we'll go to the footage. So on my first experience of witnessing Exterminatus in VR chat, we chose my friend Monotonist chose Eternal Ash by Carl Cronin, who does a lot of like heavy conceptual maps that have very like vast environments, which was really fitting for this type of animation. So if you end up knowing somebody who can show it to you, you'll want like a really large map, but probably with a really high sky to show it in, so that like you can see all the ships and everything when it plays out. But we got in a group in this location here, and then I decided, like, since I was seeing it for the first time, I decided to try and switch to like a helicopter avatar that I had, just to like see what it looked like from above a little bit. So I'll play the rest of this. All right, let's get out something here that we can.
We have arrived, and it is now that we perform our charge. In fealty of the God Emperor, our undying Lord, and by the grace of the Golden Throne, I hereby sign the death warrant of the entire world, and consign million souls to oblivion. Make imperial justice account in all balance. The Emperor protects.
It's pretty amazing how it masks everything in a extremely crispy texture. Everything just gets burnt to crisp, even your avatar as well. If you like look at your avatar after it's happening, it's just fucking astounding to witness. Now the next map we go to is also by Carl Cronin, and this was like a week later after I'd witnessed the Exterminatus for the first time, so it was a different person. It was Mono showing me the Exterminatus animation himself, and he chose the, let me double check, the Tranquil Cold world, which is just this really vast winter environment. Very peaceful. Unfortunate to get destroyed by Exterminatus, but it made a really, as you'll see in the footage here, it made like a really interesting kind of effect after everything was like blown up and nuked to hell.
You can see the whole fleet, which I think the scale of like the hundreds of ships is a really cool part of this.
Oh yeah.
In fealty of the God Emperor, our undying Lord, and by the grace of the Golden Throne, I hereby sign the death warrant of the entire world, and sign the million souls to oblivion. Making imperial justice account in all balance, the Emperor protects.
So now it looks like this, which is still cool, but it's not quite like fiery hell.
Wow.
And I watched a 30-minute video that Vidyabum sent me, because he's really into Warhammer, that explains the like story related like what Exterminatus is relative to the Warhammer series, and it's really interesting.
I was reading up on it.
How many different roles this concept has played. Yeah.
It's like a last resort type of thing. It's rarely used. Now the next map we go to is a map of the city, actually. And Mono showed me this in order to sort of demonstrate the actual scale of the ships. You could actually, as they would come in, there's like a huge shadow, and it just sort of demonstrates how fucking massive everything is when it's happening, and it kind of looks cool to see like the whole city get nuked as well. This map was made by Devola. Sorry, take a moment there. Who also does a lot of other amazing maps as well. You should check him out. But this is from what I understand, a Final Fantasy XIV map, and so it's just got a lot of places you can explore in this map. But it was pretty great for the actual animation itself. So let's take a look at this.
You can see this big shadow comes over us.
Oh,
it's really cool.
Oh, it's.
We have arrived, and it is now that we perform our charge. In fealty of the God Emperor, our undying Lord, and by the grace of the Golden Throne, I hereby sign the death warrant of the entire world, and consign a million souls to oblivion. Making imperial justice account in all balance, the Emperor protects.
Yeah, that particle effect is still messed up.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so now this part looks way better because you're surrounded by silhouettes of like the ash-covered buildings.
Yeah. It's like a nuclear bomb. No, I actually, as I mentioned in the video, I actually like the after effect of this one because it kind of reminds me of like as if like a nuke had gone off and it's just like the city is in fallout and there's like it's just all red and like the fog and everything. It's like really eerie, especially creepy.
Outset Island from Wind Waker.
Now, as a special request, and I know it was definitely not the right map to try and use this in, but since I made a map myself, one related to vine sauce, I was like, hey, why don't you take it to my map and nuke the fuck out of the pizzeria? So that's exactly what we did. We went to Papa Duke's Pizzeria here, and he's going to play the animation, and you're going to see what it looks like when the nuclear oven explodes and turns everything into, basically super bakes everything in the pizzeria.
Yeah, the ship is shadowing over us, but we just can't see it.
Here, I'm gonna wander around and see just how dark it is.
Oh, if you stick your head through the ceiling, you can see the ships. I know you're not. Avatar isn't tall enough. Well, it's kind of spooky.
Infinity of the God Emperor, our undying Lord.
Let's see if I
By the
can.
grace of the Golden Throne.
Oh, I know where I need to go. Bobbins. Let me go to the Bobbins while it's doing that.
Consign million souls to oblivion. Make imperial justice account in all lands. The Emperor protects.
Oh, it's just. Oh, I see the ship. It's like right through this wall.
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes.
Well, it's gone forever now.
Oh, let's see if I can
How
get
do you
out of
get
here.
back into the main? Yeah.
It's right here. You gotta touch the pizza. Oh my god. Everything is like... The clown arm is crispy. You can see... Oh, so it got rid of, what the hell?
Oh, you could just see out the window. Huh.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a little weird that it did that.
Did you have any kind of transparency on the window?
No, I don't think so. It was just a picture and then a collider.
Even the edges of some of the arcade machines are missing too.
Weird. Well, that looks so weird. Everything is just so crispy.
This avatar is so tall, I have to like bend down in real life to stay inside the room.
See, I wonder what it looks like with the mirror on. Let me see if I can... Is that gonna open the... Oh yeah, it's all... Mirror doesn't work. It's just all crispy. Well, thanks for tuning into that. I really wanted to show the Exterminatus animation off because it's just amazing to explore in VR. And I do want to start making this kind of a little series where I start covering like different maps, like really interesting stuff that I come across that have been either that I find or friends recommend to me over the course of time, exploring in VR chat, and just kind of like help people explore the more interesting side and the creative side of VR chat outside of like, you know, the meme stuff and like the public worlds and everything. There's so much to look into. There's just so much in VR chat that I don't think gets enough attention in terms of like really just weird, interesting, creative things that people have made or certain stories and stuff that exist, but like just animations, just that creative side. And I want to explore that, especially like the new stuff that comes up in labs. I do a lot of like lab hopping too. So that's something I want to like, you know, put attention on and show people and like help people like find cool maps to go to. Whether that be in like a group or to go by yourself, you know, it doesn't matter. I just want to like be able to cover the really cool stuff that's out there, and maybe some of the cursed stuff. So keep an eye out on the channel, and maybe you'll see some stuff pop up in the week or 2 weeks, whenever I get the motivation to do it. But once again, thank you for tuning in, and goodbye.